What is up, trainers and viewers? Hopefully y'all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, and or night, wherever you are, wherever it may be. It's Raging Mimikyu coming to you for the Generation 6 tier list maker. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, follow for more tier list videos, as up next would be Generation 7. Without further ado, let's hop on into it. Alright, so starting off we have Chespin. Honestly, when they first debuted Chespin, I was actually sold on this Pokemon. I was saying, okay, this is probably gonna be like my second grass type starter I've chosen aside from Turtwig, and its design really sold it pretty well. However, though, we got into its middle stage, and then we had Quilladin, and I think that's where things began to fall off. This Pokemon just looks really derpy. Like, if we take a look at Chespin's cute. It's got a cute nose, it's got a hoodie for like a hat, but then Quilladin just like gets fatter, blobbier, and has like a weird nose, and like it's a hedgehog, and I get that. I've seen a hedgehog, but not as goofy or unsetting looking as this. Like, literally Shaman does it better for multiple reasons. Chestnut, not really the best final grass stage evolution, but not the worst. It's an okay design. I mean, it fits. I like it. I think it's definitely way better than Quilladin. All right, next up we have Fennekin, the Fennec Fox. Pretty cute. I like this Pokemon a lot. Like, this generation had like probably the best first stage, or the basic form of every starter in my opinion. All right, next up is Braixen. Braixen is kind of meh to me. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't hate it as much as Quilladin, but I also don't like it as much as Chestnut. Like, it's just in the middle for me. Next up is Delphox. Delphox got the wizard theme going on there, and frankly, I like it. It's a pretty cool Unite unit. Next up we have Froakie. Froakie, again, Gen 6 sold it when they introduced these starters. It was just like how they evolved. It was a little bit off-putting. Frogadier, okay, he's cool. Definitely better than Chestnut's design, but not as good as Froakie in my opinion. Definitely better than Braixen, and definitely better than Quilladin. And then we have Gekuga or Greninja, and honestly, you bring it home. Honestly, you bring it home, Greninja. Greninja and Delphox, just two very solid Pokemon in my opinion. Final stage evolution. Chestnut could have been like a little bit better, but overall, I don't hate it. He's cool. Next up we have Bunnelby. Bunnelby's cute, but like it's like that same old Rattata thing going on there. Your Route 1 encounter. All honesty, it's cute, but it's not like anything fantastic. It's kind of like meh after that. Next up is Diggersby. So like Diggersby just put into the D tier. Why not F tier? Because at least Diggersby like had more viability to it than Quilladin, and at least, like, you know, looks like the Nesquik bunny after he's had a little bit too much to drink. But yeah, he's definitely way cooler than Quilladin. Fletchling, it's your standard Route 1 Pidgey. Nothing cool about it, just very standard. I don't hate it. It's a pretty basic design. Then we get to Fletchinder, the Red Robin. Yum. But yeah, better. Then we have Talonflame, and Talonflame is just one of those really cool Pokemon that, like, I've played the Kalos region like 3 times, and frankly, it's definitely like better than your standard Route like 1 bird. I think its final evolution is so far surpassing all the previous generations we've went over. But yeah, S tier, cool design, nice looking hawk. Anyway, next up we got is Discount Caterpie. It's coming to my mind. Scatterbug. Just, I'm not gonna lie, yes, it looks like a caterpillar, which is in its name, but I don't know, or not, sorry, not insane, but you know what I mean. It's not even close to being insane. I don't know even why I said that, but whatever. Scatterbug, it's just, it kind of looks like a poop. At least Swoopa's a little bit cuter, I'll give it that. Like, it's got like a little coat on, you can't see its like mouth or anything, always hiding hiding itself completely pretty much. Cute. Vivillon, with the 20 forms it has, honestly not bad. Might actually beat Butterfree, to be completely honest with you. I like it. I think it's a cool design. Cute. Litleo just was never sold on this Pokemon, to be honest. It's a cub, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe it's like the Mickey Mouse ears we got going on there, but I just don't like this Pokemon. I don't know. It's just at least a better design than these two, but still, Pyroar never really liked this Pokemon. It's like, I don't know. That's definitely how they're supposed to look, but it's so basic, like Fletchling and like Bunnelby, but like I feel like these two are just better than the Pyroar line. Like, I don't know. Flabebe, it's a flower. It's like, I don't know, like a little fairy on top. This was the first introduction to fairy types. Keep in mind, the first fairy type to be introduced, technically speaking, in the Pokedex. For Gen 6, it's okay. And the only reason why I put it in D tier is because I feel like its evolution just got much better. Like Floette. Floette's cute. I like Floette a lot. And then Florges, like, it's a bouquet of, it's like a kind of like a bouquet of flowers in a sense, and I like it. It's not bad. I think this is how Pokemon should be. It shouldn't look as fantastic in the beginning, but then it makes its way up to looking like pretty amazing, like Froakie. Except Froakie went down by 1, but that's not the point. In that situation, because these are starters, you got to give them like some sort of credit, because like they do bring it home with their final stage at least, so it's okay for it to look like cool, then sad, then better, or like better than their previous evolutions. Most situations it is. Skidoo's cute. Skidoo is like it's kind of like on the same par with Fletchinder, to be honest. And then we have Go-Goat, and frankly I don't expect Go-Goat's or Skidoo's evolution to be cute and all, but like it's just very basic looking. It's a goat with like a grass pelt on. That's it. Pamcham's okay, but Pamchan is like pretty mediocre for me, in my opinion. They went safe here. They chose basic designs. They didn't want to overdo it, and that's a good thing, to be honest. But then we have like Pangoro, who's ready to knock someone's teeth out, and frankly, I like it. I respect that. That's a great Pokemon right there. I love Pangoro, to be honest. All right, next up we have Furfrou, your standard poodle. I'm a dog guy, in case y'all didn't know. It's okay. I'm not gonna lie. I think standard Furfrou or Furfrou, however you want to pronounce it, is definitely just better than the other forms it can have. Like, I just like the basic design, to be honest. I want to say this is Esper, and the only reason why I say that is because I actually don't remember. I'm gonna say yes. You let me know in the comments down below. Esper is just ew. Like when it does like attacks in X and Y, you see like its little ear holes, and it feels very unsettling. But hey, on the bright side though, Meowscarada, oh my god, did I say Masquerada? Oh my god, I meant to say Meowstic. Holy smokes, we're not even up to that generation, folks. Meowstic is solid. It's not like fantastic, not A tier, S tier worthy, but it's cool. I can vibe with that. Ponedge, it's just D tier. It's a sword in a case, and you know that's kind of like its whole evolutionary line in a sense. But I don't know. I don't like how its Pokedex form or its like official artwork looks like. I like it better when the sword is actually like outside of the case, or however you want to call it. Doublade, just a little bit better, but then we have Aegislash, and Aegislash just brings it home, because like whether it's in its shield form or its sword form, it's just much better, and I think it got the biggest glow up for its evolutionary line. So not bad, Game Freak, pretty solid. Spritzee, I loved Spritzee. When I saw Spritzee versus Swirlix, I said, man, I really want to go for Pokemon Y, but Pokemon X has Xerneas, so I did want this Pokemon as opposed to Swirlix, gonna be honest with you, but then they fucked this Pokemon up. Swirlix looked pretty, well, it's not Swirlix, sorry. Spritzee looked really cool. I'm already forgetting these Pokemon's names, unfortunately. Not a Pokemon master yet, unfortunately. Spritzee looked cute, but then we had Aromatisse. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? It's got horns, and then it's fat. Like, bro, I would be disappointed. I would say, like, yo, we trade in this Spritzee for some like Swirlix. Just, I'm stealing your Pokemon. You can keep the Aromatisse, bro. With that being said, Cotton Candy Man, honestly, C tier. Just slightly under though. It was very close to being B tier in my opinion, but I'll give it C tier. However though, Slurpuff, and this is when you realize that you should definitely stick with X 99% of the time. I like Swirlix. Or not Swirlix, Slurpuff. Swirlix, Slurpuff, whatever. Either way, I like its evolution a lot more. Inkay and Malamar. Yeah, I didn't like it in the anime, didn't like it back then, don't like it now. It's just ew. And then we have Malamar, and while I could go into detail what Malamar reminds me of, I'd rather just save the visual representation of what this Pokemon reminds me of, so we're just gonna keep it right there. Next up, Binacle and Barbaracle. These Pokemon are just so ugly, bro. What is this? It's like the play word on barnacles, I get it, but then what the fuck was the plan after that? Like, it's got arms now, and then what are we doing here? Like what happened actually? These genuinely are not even Pokemon, yet they were so strong. Like, you had the Shell Smash Barbaracle, and then you just pop off. But they're just so ugly. Like, I can't. Next up is Skrelp. Skrelp I like a lot, and Skrelp is a solid A tier Pokemon for me. And because, you know, I think it's a cool Pokemon design. Poison type, awesome. And then it evolves into Dragalge, Dragon Poison, and very clean. I like that a lot more. Again, Y had better exclusives aside from Aromatisse, but like, you know, Dragalge is solid. Clauncher, I hold Clauncher and Skrelp to like a very high standard. They basically compete for one another aside from being version exclusives. Clean designs. However though, we get into Clawitzer, Seabold's Ace pretty much, and it's like, well, it's better than Barbaracle, to say the least. But I don't know, I'm not crazy about this design, to be honest. I'm not sold on that like gigantic armor cannon Mega Man style looking thing. Like, yeah, Clauncher's got a big claw over here, but like at least it's like in proportion. Clawitzer on the other hand looks like in a fight it would just tilt over and then just lose, like GG's. I don't know. Helioptile and Heliolisk, not sold on the Helioptile design. Heliolisk though, pretty cool, especially like when it like sticks out. It's like I don't want to say its throat, but it's like the little sun disc around it, and it looks pretty cool. Like when it goes for like Parabolic Charge, cool Pokemon, like it a lot. Tyrant, it's a very okay Pokemon for me. I don't hate it, and I don't like hold it to a high degree. It's cool. Tyrantrum though, on the other hand, gets a little better. I think that's a cool T-Rex design we got going on there. Amora, and I hope I said that correctly, Amora just is a very cute. I definitely think this Pokemon is cooler than Tyrant. However, the Aurorus though, its evolution, and I'm not really sold on it. It kind of like gives off the Gecko vibe, where they kind of like once again like flash out a piece. It's like hard to explain. I want to say it's like a neck thing going on there, and yeah, Heliolisk does that, but at least Heliolisk, it looks cooler on this thing. This thing isn't even like a real like lizard. It's meant to be a dinosaur, and yeah, they're closely related to one another, but it's like it didn't seem like it doesn't seem like it's supposed to go on Aurorus, you know what I mean? Not crazy on the design. Amora is just much better. Sylveon's just at this point solid, like it. Actually, it was like definitely on my team. I was like searching up like day one, like, yo, how do you get Sylveon? How do you get Sylveon? How do you get Sylveon? You max out its friendship, give it a fairy type move, and evolve it. Solid. Hawlucha, Luchadore. All right, cool. I like this Pokemon a lot. Definitely not as good as Talonflame, but still solid design, not gonna lie. The Dene, while being cute, it's just not there for me. Like, it's the Pika clone this generation just kind of fell off. Don't like it as much. It's a hamster, I think. Well, no, it's not a hamster. It's like yeah, it's a mouse or gerbil. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm not crazy about it. Carbink, very mediocre. It's just a rock with a crystal in it. That's all, pretty much. Gumi, I like Gumi. Gumi's cool, and this is the part that I like the most. So Gumi for me is gonna be B tier. The reason why I give it B tier is because I love Sligoo's design so much. I love those antennas it's got going on. I like the shell on its back. I love its happy-go-lucky smile. The eyes are just like pure green, just staring at you into your soul, but still, it stared right into my heart. I like this Pokemon a lot. Goodra, on the other hand, though, it's like, I don't know. I just think Sligoo is just cooler, in my opinion. The only reason why I don't like Goodra as much is because, like, I don't like how its antennas are now trying to like be a hairpiece. It looks like kind of like a slick back style. The tail I'm not crazy about either. Like, they could have kept it a small tail, and I think it would have been probably better, but it's not a crap design. It's good. Klefki, it's just a pile of keys, my dude. Like, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Phantom is cute. Phantom just being a dead stump. I like it a lot. Hold it more respect than Gumi. Trevenant, yeah. This is pretty much like my main in Unite, so I'm gonna give it a high respect. I also like that design a lot. When it comes to Halloween, I think of this Pokemon a lot, along with some other ghost type Pokemon, but definitely like Trevenant more. Definitely a good glow up. Pumpkaboo, it's a pumpkin, and yeah, there are some Pokemon that are just very basic here, but never was a fan of Pumpkaboo, to be honest. But even though it's like all big and round looking, at least that makes more sense than Quilladin, which I know I'm gonna keep ripping on Quilladin here. Hey, Gourgeist. Gourgeist is okay. We'll never beat Trevenant in a. We'll never beat Trevenant between the two. Yeah, Pumpkaboo's got like, I mean, not Pumpkaboo. Gourgeist got like 7 different sizes, etc., etc. But like, you know, Trevenant just fine the way it is. Doesn't need multiple sizes. Just gotta be Trevenant. Urgmite. Dude, what the fuck is it's just a piece of ice. And then we have Avalugg. And Avalugg is just, wow. It's just a bigger piece of ice. A glacier, if you must. Yeah. Like, okay. Real talk, why is this thing not an ice dragon type? Yeah, we got Kyurem. But even if it was an ice dragon type, that still wouldn't put it up the list. It's still a very weird, ugly design for a Pokemon, so not there for me. I'm sorry. Noibat's cool. I wish Noibat would be in Unite, to be honest. Cute design, like the big ears. Then we have Noivern. Great, like it, cool. That's what an evolution is supposed to be like. And wow, we actually got up to the end already, so I feel like this generation actually had the least, if not the second amount of least, of new Pokemon in this game. Xerneas, awesome. Yveltal, cool. However, though, I definitely chose X over Y for this reason. I just like Xerneas more. Yveltal is still a badass, but I like Xerneas. Zygarde, we're not gonna go over those two forms just because, well, actually, yeah, we'll go over them. Dog mode, I like dogs, respect. Transformers, Autobots assemble, some shit like that. This thing is just, this thing isn't even a Pokemon anymore. And then we have regular Zygarde, and regular Zygarde is just kind of like, just like better than meh, but it's not like goated like some of these other Pokemon we got going on here. Diancee's cute, and yeah, it's just a pile of rocks with crystals, but at least for a mythical, it has a nice glow up to it. You know, it's like the hairstyle of its diamond earrings or whatever it is. I like it. It's cool. Hoopa and Hoopa Unbounded. Hoopa McDonald's Hoopa, as I'm gonna call it, because that's, I think, how people got their Hoopas. I don't like this Pokemon. I like the idea that it summons legendaries from like across the world or like time and space, whatever, but like I just don't like its design. And like Hoopa Unbounded, like, yeah, it's cool, but again, it's like I like the idea of what it can do. I just don't like its design. That's just me. And then Volcanion, it's like Wow, it's like honestly, when I look closely at it, it kind of reminds me of Dreadnought with a donut onion ring thing attached to its back, and this was like the first fire water type Pokemon we had. Yeah, not really there, not really my favorite mythical, don't like it too much. But yeah, that's the generation 6 tier list. Like, I'm not gonna lie, everything is pretty evenly balanced here. And the Pokemon that were listed in the lower tiers at least had, you know, better glow-ups as they evolved. So honestly, I give the Kalos region a solid 8 out of 10 in terms of Pokemon designs. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more tier list videos. Hopefully y'all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and or night wherever you are, wherever it may be. And it's Raging Mimikyu signing off. Later.